Sup peeps, my name's Ian. I sell books on eBay. In my last video, if anyone caught it, I was talking about my plans for the coming year. Today is the 31st of December 2024, Hogmanay, so the year has nearly come to an end. I wanted to do a bit of a review of, just kind of the year's sales, etc. But eBay Analytics is mince, and I really can't be bothered digging through the accounts just to see exactly where those sales, what those sales were, value, volume, etc. My financial year does not end on the 31st of December, so I don't want to have to work that out twice, if you know what I mean. But approximately, this is approximate, I could be 5 or 6 in the wrong direction, about £65,000 worth of books sold in the last year, since the 1st of January. So I'm quite happy with that. For most of the year, the business profit on that is about a third, so it's not a huge amount of money to be making, but it's more than adequate for the effort required to achieve that. So I'm quite pleased with that. So about 65,000 in sales, 90% of that books, 10% of that DVDs, video games, CDs, just as and when I see and pick them up, and a couple of odd wee miscellaneous items in with that as well. But it's not quite what I wanted to do this year, but I'm more than happy with it. Absolutely brilliant. eBay as a platform works very well up to a point. Some of those sales did come from a couple of whatnot shows, a couple of other wee bits and pieces, but really a drop in the ocean compared to the overall figure. So eBay is the focus for most of those sales, so that's quite good. About £65,000, and 35-40% of that is profit to the business. Not I get paid a wage. This is a limited company, so essentially I'm an employee of that company, so I get paid a wage out of that profit, which keep it as minimal as possible to try and keep building the business as it goes along. So a good year. Yeah, a good year. A really slow end to December, but what do you expect? Once the Christmas post date is by, boom, it just dies. So the last, week and a half has been really, really slow, but sales every day. Can't complain, getting sales every single day. And I said this is day 0, and the plans for this next year is to get back to just these quick daily updates on what's selling, so that if anybody's interested in doing this for themselves, they can get an idea of what they might be able to sell themselves if they can source it. And yeah, 9 orders going out today, 39 books in total, so let's say distinctly average, but it's Hogmanay. I'm impressed that there's any sales at all going out. So I'll show you what these are, and then I'll go and get them packed so that I can hopefully get them dropped off at the post office before it all closes up today. And then that's the post done until the 3rd, because in Scotland the 2nd's a bank holiday, so everything's shut for the 1st and the 2nd. So I've got a couple of days of just building up orders as it goes. But let's say day 0, day 1 is tomorrow, and we're going to try and do a video every single day of the year. So 365-ish videos across the course of the next year, and just see how that goes. I've had to work out my routine to try and accommodate this. It's become quite tricky fitting everything in at the right time of the day. So the Royal Mail office where I drop my parcels off closes at 10 in the morning, so that gives me quite a narrow window to get up, get the boy off to school, get the orders, go pick the orders, come back, get them packed, and then get them back over to the Royal Mail office all before 10 in the morning. It's perfectly achievable, but if I throw in 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever it might be, doing this, then it's out the window. That cannot be achieved. So I've been tweaking my postage times and different bits and pieces to try and allow me to get back to doing this, because I really love chatting to you guys. It's fantastic. And yeah, it's something that I want to kind of keep going and keep building on. The first half of the year, when we hit our 1,000 subscribers, And then the first half of the year where it was building and I was able to do this quite regularly, it was getting a really good run. YouTube was a fantastic vehicle for getting the message out there about reselling books on eBay rather than just, you know, a junk and everything. So I want to get back to that. Let's see if we can keep it running for the whole year this time. And fingers crossed, barring disasters, that will be the case. Anyway, enough blether and blather. Let's have a wee look at what is actually sold and is going out the door. So first, we have a bundle of 5 James Patterson paperbacks, all Alex Cross books. We've got Crisscross, Double Cross, Cross Country, Triple Cross, Roses Are Red, and the 5 of them sold for £10.99. So that's not a bad price for James Patterson. Put them over in the to back pile. So £10.99 for 5 of those. Next, we've got a wee bundle of 6. A bundle of 6. Shari La Pena. I don't know if that's how you say her name, but that's how I'm saying it. So 6 paperbacks. What have we got? An Unwanted Guest. Yeah. The Couple Next Door. Someone We Know. A Stranger in the House. Not a Happy Family. And The End of Her. So a nice little bundle, and £15.39 for that lot in the pile. Right, what else is there? Oh, another bundle of books. Funny that, innit? Right, this time it is Sarah Morgan. So women's fiction. See, it's been a good seller for me all year and will continue to be so, I hope. Sarah Morgan, you get the idea. It's that type of book. A bit of romance, modern romance. We've got some summer stuff and we've got some Christmas stuff. So yeah, a nice wee mix as it goes. Someone's going to have a joyous time with that lot, and that bundle sold for £13.14. Right, next. Oh, we do have a couple of single books today. This one's quite nice. It is the Celtic Daily Prayer Book 2, Further Up and Further In. So just a nice wee hardcover prayer book. These have done quite well for me again this past year. You know, certain religious books, if they're nice, I mean, it's a pretty book. It's not in the best condition, but you know, that's all in the description. And that sold for £12.99. Which takes us on to another bundle, 9 this time. A bundle of 9 Ellie Griffiths books, Dr. Ruth Galloway. So that's them all there. I won't show you every single one. You can see what they are from me holding them up there. But £22.99 for 9 Ellie Griffiths books. Which will be a little more than 2 kilos to post, so it's not quite as good a sale as it sounds. But if somebody wants to get a big stack of books, they get a big stack of books. Another stack of books. Mr. Grisham this time. And we've got 5 John Grisham paperbacks. It's still a top selling author for me. Started the year that way, ending the year that way. John Grisham, £13.49 for that bundle there. Which means we've only got a couple more orders to look at. And there's a few more orders. We've got another bundle of 6 Tess Gerritsen this time. So yeah, thrillers are always fun. Everybody loves a good thriller, and the 6 of these sold for £11.99. So I've got hundreds of Tess Gerritsen books. They don't sell particularly well, so I sell them cheap just to get them moving. So you know, £11.99 for 6 books. I'm not even sure if that's going to be under the 2 kilos for post. Oh, it is, so that's all right. So only making like 50 pence a book when I put them out that way, but you know, every penny counts. It really does all add up. Single book, 2 single books left. First up, we've got Terry Brooks, The Sword of Shannara trilogy. It's a beast, big chunky book. £8.99 for that paperback. And finally, we've got Ferrari 2012. Isn't it lovely? This is an international sale. So yeah, it's just not quite a catalogue, but you know, just Ferrari from 2012, official Ferrari book, and that sold for £17.99. And like I say, it's heading to, I think it's going to Italy. So there you go, the Ferrari yearbook from 2012, heading to Italy for £17.99. And that's all there is today. It's a few sales. They're good sales, the kind of stuff I like to be selling. I've got a few more things to list today, not much hopefully, but you'll be able to see from some of the chaos behind me, I've still got a lot waiting to get listed. I always have a lot waiting to get listed. I've changed up some of my approach in how and what I'm listing. So I've got listings now for just 20 randoms of particular genres. You know, 25 quid, you get 20 books. Try and keep them good condition, not just all the rubbish that can't go elsewhere. But instead of listing individual books for some of these, I now just stick them on a shelf, and then when somebody buys 20 get picked, bagged up, and off they go. So that's been quite popular. In fact, this month I think one of those has been my top individual listing sellers. So, you know, like 120 quid off of the one listing, which doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it's not bad. And about half of that turns into profit, just the way the whole listing fee structure works. So 120 quid for 5 or 6 sales results in about £60 in profit, less cost of goods, less cost of fuel going to the post office, less all of that stuff, but you get the idea. We're not here to talk about money, or are we? I don't know. Anywho, that is today's sales. It's still early in the day, so I expect there will be some more sales as the day goes on, but I'll come back and talk to them tomorrow, which will be day 1. Yeah, day 1, and we'll see if we can keep that going. Anyway, everybody have a fantastic new year. Stay sober, stay sensible, you know the score, and I'll see you tomorrow.